Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Jack and welcome back to another video. So, a lot of people are very displeased with Black Ops 4 right now. And speaking of displeased, with this gameplay here, I was one kill off, spoiler alert, but I was one kill off from accomplishing the 70 kill TDM challenge, which was, oh, it is what it is. But it's hey, no big deal. It's still a good gameplay, but just one off. So, which is great. Sometimes you just never know. It's my first day back playing this game, and lo and behold, I do that. So. But I hope you enjoy the gameplay for what it is. So anyway, back on subject here. So a lot of people are just really displeased with Black Ops 4. And nothing new there. You guys in the comment section have been very vocal in terms of what you do not like about the game. Obviously, there are things to like about the game. But I'm seeing kind of a little bit of a pattern here because, well, at least to a certain extent. Because this game here that you're seeing, Infinite Warfare, everybody, at least most of the community, absolutely hated the shit out of this game. And I did too in the beginning. I tore this game a new asshole when it came out and when I was talking about it. I didn't play the beta all that much and yada yada yada, you name it. I never really gave the game a fair shot, and part of the reason of that was because I simply bought into the hype, or should I say the negative hype. Once they revealed what they were doing with this game before the game released, it was like one of the most disliked videos on YouTube. The trailer for this game was one of the most disliked videos on YouTube. And the thing is, when it comes down to this, I think there are many reasons, or a multitude of reasons, and different varying opinions of why people dislike the game. I personally think that a lot of people were just ready to go back to boots on the ground before this game even came out, because we got Advanced Warfare and then we got Black Ops 3, and it's like, okay, let's go back to a more traditional Call of Duty. In terms of an advanced movement Call of Duty that is close to tradition as you can get, Black Ops 3 takes the cake on that one. But Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare were a little bit, I guess, too different for a lot of people, I guess. In my opinion, Advanced Warfare was closer to home than, Infinite Warfare was a little bit closer to home than Advanced Warfare, because Advanced Warfare to a lot of people was way too different, but Infinite Warfare was like a different version of Black Ops 3, if you want to put it that way, like Infinity Ward's spin on what a Black Ops 3 would have been. So, and for what they tried to do, I think they did a really good job. And in my opinion, especially now after the release of Black Ops 4, Infinity Ward with this Infinity Ward and the recent Sledgehammer, and what I mean by recent is I'm talking about post-Condrey era. So after Schofield and Condrey left, the developers, basically, there was somebody else that was put in charge, and basically these guys did everything they possibly could. They did a whole overhaul on the Division system and a couple of other things. They adjusted the sprint out time, which is something that the community has been asking for forever. And then World War II, for what it was, it improved. I mean, if the maps in the game were better, if they didn't have lanes within lanes and the 3-lane maps or whatever it was, the game, in my opinion, would have been a hell of a lot better, especially with the way that it was intended to be built and played. So, unfortunately, there wasn't much they could do about that, but in terms of everything else, they did everything and anything they could, and when it comes down to it, so did Infinity Ward with this game. They, even post, not just post-release, but post-life cycle, these guys did everything and anything they could to make their fans happy. They made a whole editions. They added more prestiges. They did, what else did they do? They added more mission teams, just more weapons. They kept on giving, just for logging in, they give you a whole bunch of extra keys and salvage, so that way you can craft the weapon that you wanted to for the one that you grinded for, and they had a shit ton of them in this game. I mean, granted, there were a few cheesy weapons here and there, that's for damn sure, but at the same time, it wasn't like as game-breaking as I personally was waiting for it to be. Some of the weapons are broken, sure, but not crazy, like absolute crazy batshit, in my opinion, at least in my experience as of now. There's a few things that are annoying, that's for damn sure, but with my personal opinion and experience with this game after I gave it a fair shot after a while, my conclusion with this game is that it's not like a top 3 Call of Duty on my list, but with all the hate and stuff, in my humble opinion, it is a little underrated, because there were a whole bunch of things that this game did right. And one of the things that I think we can appreciate now, especially since Black Ops 4 has been released and there's been so many things we've been asking for that are so easy to, it's so easy for them to make it happen, but they're not doing it. And when you look at how community friendly this Sledgehammer is now, and the Infinity Ward that provided this game, and hopefully the same Infinity Ward that's going to give us the next one, they're very community friendly. And being community friendly is literally everything. Because, like, for instance, going back to Fortnite, Epic Games, you know, if these guys mess up, they do everything in their power to make up for it. And on top of that, they make a shit ton of more money than COD. So, those are the kind of developers that the Call of Duty community really needs. And I know that a lot of people didn't really like Infinite Warfare. I know a lot of people hated Advanced Warfare, and I know a lot of people had mixed feelings about World War II. I personally didn't like it, but at the same time, I did have a lot of respect for the developers in terms of what they tried to do after Schofield and Condrey left. That's for damn sure, because I looked at it and I was like, I tipped my hat to them. I basically said, okay, there's only so much they can do because of the way the maps were built and all that kind of stuff, and you know, the maps play a huge role in terms of how the game plays. But in terms of anything and everything they could do, they literally did everything they could possibly do, and that's all you could really ask for out of anybody, really. So, and they tried, and the thing is, they learned, and their next game, or whatever is going to come 2020, is only going to be better for it. And I have the same hopes for the next game, for Modern Warfare 4, COD 2019, whatever it's going to be called. So, I'm really curious as to your opinions. Like, where do you stand on Infinite Warfare, first of all? And if you're one of the people that did not like this game, please tell me why. And it could be a multitude of reasons. I understand that. There are people that like or dislike a Call of Duty for a multitude of reasons, and I very much respect that. One of the things that I've heard is, like, in terms of campaign, like Infinite Warfare, everybody's been telling me Infinite Warfare's campaign is like it's a jewel. It's like it's a gem. It's one of the best campaigns ever, according to you guys. So again, another reason to respect them for that. But in terms of pure multiplayer, I just want to know exactly what it was that pushed you away. And if you made the same mistake that I did, and basically bought into the negative hype and just didn't even give this game a shot from the beginning, you know, let me know, because I have no shame in admitting that I made that mistake, and I'm glad I ended up giving the game a fair shot and liking it in the end. But with that being said, there are some people that never gave this game a shot in the first place, and they would still not like it even if they did give it a shot. So I respect that side as well. But I'm just really curious as of what it was, because when you compare it to Ghosts, this game is very different than Ghosts, which is another reason why I think some people dislike it, because there are people that really like Ghosts. And actually there are a lot of people as of right now lately voicing their opinion that Ghosts was actually really good. But at the time when it was out, it wasn't. So it's very strange sometimes how when we go back after a Call of Duty's life cycle has ended and try that game again, how we actually end up liking it. It's very weird. I don't know if it's like some sort of mental effect or whatnot. I don't know what the hell it is. I'm not sure, but it could be a combination of things. But with this game, with me specifically, I was just so bored of the repetitiveness of playing everything else that it kind of forced me to go back to this game, because I was seeking that something different, and I stuck with it even though in the beginning I was frustrated. And then once I got through the entire transition of getting used to how this game specifically plays, with its speed, with its movement feeling just a tad bit different than Black Ops 3's, and its own tempo, and the way the weapons work, as well as everything else, really, I ended up liking it, and I ended up adjusting and adapting. Really, there wasn't really that much adjustment to be made. It was just basically adapting. I didn't have to change my playstyle or anything. So quite the opposite, actually. I was able to be even more aggressive than I usually am because of this game's speed. So so yeah, what was it for you that ruined it for you? And if you like this game, tell me, of course, your point of view and what you think and what you've heard the community say of why they didn't like this game. So that's all I got for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay in the background. I'm really curious to know as to what your sights are in terms of this game and your experience with it. So let everything be known down in the comment section. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.